you see a short-term pullback for the markets? How much of a pullback?
Well, it's a concern that we might see a short-term pullback because I think that we still have to remember that this is a fragile market with unusual correlations, and we can't lose sight of the fact that there are very few things that are driving, let's call it the variance in the market, the overall volatility. So I'm worried that as we start to look at more individual themes, that there are still big events, whether it be with the virus or with trade data or with whatever that might be in earnings, that we will still see a short-term impact to the market. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not still overall positive on further recovery, especially in the growth areas of the market.
What would drive that pullback? Is it this so-called second wave or something else?
I think that it's the continued lack of a syncing up of the phases of recovery. And I think let's talk about that from our perspective in this region. You know, we continue to see some better trade data here and there. It's very concentrated. We've yet to see a broad-based recovery in trade data. And what we want to see is we want to see that if China is the first out of this and we start to see better numbers later this week, that it is also felt by more than just one sector or more than just one country that is exporting to China, or that we're seeing a pickup in exports to the rest of the developed markets world as well. We just haven't seen that yet. We've been pretty concentrated in the recovery. So the virus, actually, the second wave, it impacts how synced together various export and importing countries can be. And really worried about the fact that if your supply lines are back online, ready to export, that the country you're exporting to might be in a sort of short-term pullback in terms of economic activity.